Hey, everybody, welcome to the Trip Delivers Company Overview. We're going to run through some brief company information, tell you a little about who we are, what we do, and how you can be a part of the Trip Delivers family. Trip Delivers is a very young company. We are actually going through some massive growth right now. We just launched in November of 2020, participating in the $107 billion restaurant delivery industry. It's going through some massive growth right now. More than 60% of US consumers order delivery or takeout at least once a week. As big as the industry has gotten, it's projected to hit over $200 billion by 2025, according to Forbes magazine. There's multi-billion dollar players like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, 100 million plus dollar players like Waiter, Delivery.com, Eat Street. The thing that these guys all have in common is they do things the exact same way, which creates a lot of unhappy restaurants, unhappy drivers, and unhappy customers. The restaurants are charged way more than they should be. Drivers are underpaid, and customers get hidden fees and bad service. So many orders. It's unbelievable. What Trip is here to do is really create happy restaurants, happy drivers, and happy customers. The restaurant side's pretty easy to make them happy. If you look at the average of all the competitors doing, if you've got a restaurant doing 20 orders a day at about 40 bucks an order with Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, you're going to pay almost $100,000 annually in delivery fees to these big companies. If you did the exact same amount of orders with your restaurant with Trip Delivers, instead of paying 99,000, you'd pay a little over 14,000. That's over $84,000 a year in savings. If you had a choice to save $84,000 or not, I think every one of us would choose to save the $84,000, which creates a lot of happy restaurants. We don't have any massive commission fees. We have a flat rate, $2 for our members, $3 for our non-members. Our restaurants are paid instantly, just like if I walked into their restaurant and swiped my credit card, it funds into their bank account the very next day. Same thing with Trip Delivers. Our drivers are paid instantly as well. Just like if I swipe the card on a processing machine, it pays them and funds their account the very next day. There's no hidden service fees that our customers are charged. It creates happy restaurants, happy drivers, and happy customers. Our executive team is second to none. Our CEO, Mr. Bob McNulty, has created several billion-dollar companies spanning between several industries. He really has a specialization in market disruption and viral growth. The best thing about Trip, if you like what you're hearing, you can get started for free. Whoever invited you to this webinar, have them send you an invite to sign up for free. You can download our app for free. If we're in a city if you're in a city that we offer delivery in already, you can try our service. And you can start sharing the app with others, and you can earn income for sharing the app, for finding drivers, for finding restaurant partners. You can start earning income without ever paying a penny to Trip Delivers. You can also become a driver and make additional income on top of your career or your current job. If you want to be a pro driver, take unlimited deliveries. You can also make quite a bit of income referring other drivers, referring restaurants, referring customers. There is a $99 a month fee to be a pro driver, but our drivers never pay a penny until they've already driven for a month and earned money. Our drivers on average are making $2 to $3 more per order than the Uber drivers, the Grubhub drivers, the DoorDash drivers. And you've got drivers that, if they're making $3,000 or $4,000 a month driving, and they make an extra $3 an order, that can add in over $1,000, maybe $1,200 a month in earnings. All of a sudden, they go from making $4,000 a month to $5,200 a month. So getting paid more is a big, big deal. We have marketers as well. For $399, our marketers are the people that are really setting up organizations and building locations, getting all the restaurants on board, the drivers, really making an override off entire cities and the Trip Delivers platform. How to get started is so easy. There's 4 ways to earn: refer customers, drivers, restaurants, and marketers. When you refer drivers and restaurants, you get paid quite a bit of money referring customers. 40 cents an order every time a customer orders delivery that you refer. 40 cents an order every time a restaurant you refer fulfills a delivery. To give you an idea, if you introduce 10 restaurants that we're averaging 20 deliveries a day. That's 6,000 orders per month. If all 10 of those restaurants are hitting 20 deliveries a day, that creates $2,400 per month in residual income. The great thing about it is it's not just up to you. You can actually build a team of other marketers, other drivers, other customers. And as they start to refer the Trip Delivers business, they start to refer the Trip Delivers app for customers, you can get paid off of those referrals as well. On your Connect One, let's say you introduce 10 restaurants, 10 drivers. The restaurants we already talked about, 2,400 a month for 10 restaurants doing 20 orders a day. 10 drivers adds another $500 on top. So now you're at 2,900 a month just off your own efforts. But what if you introduce 3 marketers who did the same thing you did, 10 restaurants, 10 drivers each? That would create an additional $2,250 per month in income on top of the 2,900 you're making off of your restaurants and your drivers you referred. What if those 3 introduce 3? That's 9 people on what we call your Connect 3. They introduce 10 restaurants, 10 drivers each. That adds another $3,150 to your monthly residual income. That totals over $8,300 per month, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, as long as people are eating food and ordering delivery through Trip Delivers. Now, listen, some people will introduce 0 restaurants to the platform. We have individuals who have personally brought in over 60 restaurants within their first 30 days. So some will do a lot more, some will do a lot less. We have folks that have introduced 3 people within their first day. We've got people that haven't introduced 3 people within their first month. So some will do more, some will do less. This is just an example of getting 3 folks who do the same thing you did. 10 restaurants, 10 drivers, then they go get 3 folks who do the same thing they did. It's very achievable, especially in an industry that's going from 100 plus billion to 200 plus billion over the next few years. And with the pandemic, it has just increased the time frame that that's starting to happen. And the beauty about Trip Delivers is we'll teach you and train you every step of the way. If you're looking at this going, man, this sounds great, but I have no idea what I'd say to a restaurant, we'll teach you exactly what to say. We have training and marketing tools that you could utilize to share with restaurant owners. We have online video trainings that you can go through and learn how to share this information with a restaurant owner. Or if you really wanted to, you could just show that video to a restaurant owner. And if they were interested, you could have them get in contact with one of our executives and we'll help you with your first restaurant acquisitions. We'll help you bring drivers on board. We'll help you get customers to download the app. You're working for yourself with Trip Delivers, but you're never by yourself. You have a lot of support. You've got a ton of training. And the bottom line is you have no limit to the amount of restaurants you can introduce, no limit to the amount of drivers or customers you can share the app with, no limit to the amount of income that you earn with Trip Delivers. So if you like what you've seen, what I would recommend is get in touch with whoever invited you to this webinar. Let them know you want to learn more. Let them know you'd like to get started. Download the app for free. And if you do, I want to be one of the first